Hi, I'm Rebecca Robeson, and I want to welcome you to another edition of Robeson Design's Christmas video series. This year we're going to give you some tips and ideas of things you can use for the exterior of your home. This happens to be my home. I live in a tract home in Southern California. Nothing really out of the ordinary or special, but what does it take to take this house, the way it looks right now, and turn it into this? It takes some time. It takes actually a few years to collect some things, and it takes the desire to make something special of your house. I know there are many people who do way, way, way more than I do and are far more experienced at this, and I welcome you to make your own videos, and perhaps you have them. In fact, if you are a Robeson Design subscriber and you have a favorite exterior Christmas design video that you want to share with the audience, please feel free to put it in a comment down below in the box. Christmas decorating is not inexpensive, although it doesn't have to be outrageous. But for the most part, it's something that you collect over time. So if you're young, or you're newly married, or you're newly out on your own, you probably don't have very much. Don't be discouraged. It's something that will take time for you to collect. Each year, add a little bit more to the things that you have. Another little tip, something that I do, is I take photos each year of my outdoor Christmases. And the reason I do that is I then print them up the following year when I'm getting ready to do my design, and I lay them out and I go, okay, what did I like last year? What worked, what didn't work, what looks better? And each year I just try to improve it. There are some online websites. One of them that I like is christmasdonebright.com, and that's where I have bought some of my things that you'll see here on this video. When I drive around my neighborhood, I notice there are a lot of people who have tons and tons of lights, and I honestly don't know how they do it. Just for me, the lights that I do put up that you're going to see in this video, I have the hardest time not tripping the circuits. Also, it's challenging when we don't have rain and snow so much. Unfortunately, I wish we did, but we have sprinklers, and those darn sprinklers will trip my fuses on my lights, and it's so frustrating. I think what makes one house look better than another when it comes to exterior lighting is the houses that look like they're just sort of thrown up there. Like, you know, wife says, honey, it's time to get the Christmas lights up, and he goes, okay, and he sort of throws them up, and they sort of stop halfway, or they don't wrap around the house, or there's no theme, or there's no connection. There's a lot of houses like that, and it sort of looks like they just put something up. I'm one of those people that believes nothing is better than just something. I got the sign and the words, "Wise men still seek him," and I use that on top of my house. So with that theme, I have added angels, I have added the star, I've added the wise men with the camels, I even have shepherds. So I kind of sort of subtly play out the Christmas story from the Bible in my yard without being a nativity scene and without being offensive to those who would be offended. So that's what I did. Now, you may want to do a theme on something else, but I think what makes a house look great on the outside is just like the inside, is having a plan and having a cohesive message that you want to say, and then subtly taking that through your home. I also think it's nice to layer your lights. If you've ever been by someone's house, they have actually it sort of gives you a headache, and you feel like music should be playing, you know, like that ding, 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 ding. What is that? Oh, Manhattan Steamroller, something like that, Manhattan. 16 something. They do that music, right? Houses that like all of the lights are like moving all over the place, that drives me nuts. So I think it's kind of like a house. It's very similar to the interior where I layer it. I have some things that are stationary. I have a few things that throb or move and a few things that twinkle. And that way it's layered and you don't get too much of one thing. You'll notice that around my house, the exterior of my house, I do a scalloped garland. And that garland is interwoven with outdoor Christmas lights through the garland. And as it comes up and touches the top, it attaches to the rain gutter. And as it comes up and attaches to the rain gutter, you'll see that I have lights drawn through it. Now, is that necessary at night? No. Do you see it at night? Absolutely not. Take the tags off of your lights, always. Inside, outside, whatever. Take those paper tags off of your lights. It'll look much more presentable, even in the daytime when you're having guests over. There's outdoor ribbons, outdoor balls. Now the outdoor balls and ornaments are plastic, and that's what I'd recommend for your wreaths or anything that you're going to use any kind of ornaments. Also, I use outdoor ribbon, which has the wire on the edges, and it's much wider, bigger, because you'll notice that regular ribbon just gets completely lost. The ribbon doesn't really show much at night. It shows mostly in the daytime, but it does look pretty. When it comes to hanging those Christmas ornaments and putting those things around the exterior of your home, it's really a good idea to hire someone. What I do is I hire someone in the neighborhood, a gardener, and they come and they do whatever I ask them to do, and it's just so much smarter. Now, last year, it came to a point where there was only so much pointing and saying it louder that I could do because he didn't understand me, so I climbed up on the top of the roof myself, and I took care of matters. For years, we had a tradition in our family that on Thanksgiving weekend, we would start putting up the Christmas decorations, both inside and out. Now I've noticed that my children, my sons, are somehow completely missing the weekend of Thanksgiving. They're skiing, they're someplace. They're actually out of the country. I think they do that on purpose. Oh well, they'll be in therapy for years, but I support a lot of therapists in the city, I'm sure. Yeah. This is the way I feel. Christmas lights are not turned on before Thanksgiving. After Thanksgiving, wait till Thursday. On Friday, you can turn them on because now we're into the Christmas holidays in the season, but not before Thanksgiving. We all know people, right, who keep their Christmas lights up year round. I have been to people's houses and I'll walk up and it'll be like, I don't know, March, April, and their Christmas lights are up. And you know what I think? You know what the first thing that comes to my mind is? Hello, lazy. Are you kidding me? Take your Christmas lights down. How hard is that? Or hire somebody. But do not leave those up. I just think that is the tackiest thing. And then some people in my neighborhood, they actually, I think their lights are on timers. And like we have people that their Christmas lights continue to go on for like 2 or 3 weeks after Christmas. I just think that is so ridiculous and wasteful, actually. Now, if you have friends who do that and you've been dying to tell them for years, but you don't want to hurt their feelings, send them a link to this video, because I'll tell them for you.